Yeah, Gene Deal went on Art of Dialogue, and he has said that the producers of the documentary reached out to him and Kirk Burrows, and he was trying to do a three deal with all of them to be able to be on this documentary. But
Mm,
I believe he talked to 50 first, and 50 said the checkbook is open. But upon speaking to the director, they said no, we're not. We don't pay for this, and it kind of went left, and he got off the line, and then Kirk Burrows actually and what's the name actually went on to do their part of the
which is
documentary.
funny. It's just funny to me. It's just funny to me because usually the executive producer has final say in everything. I've never heard of an executive producer who's allegedly paying for everything, um, being overridden by the director. Usually it's the other way around. But it would make sense if Curtis Jackson is only executive producer in name only, so that they don't have to be honest about the fact that Netflix is doing this on behalf of BlackRock, Vanguard, and Diageo. And that would mean that the director is working for them to create whatever narrative they want out there. See.
Yeah,
Uh,
I believe G Unit Films is attached though. I mean, this is Curtis Jackson's project.
it
It's
is. What makes it his project other than the fact that his name was on it? And it's funny because as much information as he knows about all of that, do you want to know who didn't do any commentary and who didn't do a testimonial in that doc? Him. He shares a baby mom with Diddy. Why wasn't he in it? Why? He was around for most of the shit that happened. As much as he enjoys the attention, why wasn't he in the documentary? Hmm?
yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about like yeah, I didn't think like that.
No, let's
Wow.
just be clear about that. He's the EP. He was there for all of this shit. Gene is running around telling all kinds of stories about how Diddy fucked him over and how Diddy was gatekeeping him and fucking up his shit and had him writing verses and stealing from him and robbing from him. Your baby mom all slutted out all over the shit. She's sitting there smiling, happy to tell everybody what a cunt ass whore she is on the stand. You running around doing posts talking about laughing about how you telling your son, oh yeah, well, your mom, you might get teased because of your mom. You just gonna have to get some thick skin. He was laughing about that regarding his child being the product of his relationship with a bona fide whore. And he ain't do no commentary in his own documentary. But you got YouTubers and motherfuckers consorting with YouTubers in that documentary. That's wild. That's wild.
It does seem like
Roxy's channel on YouTube is Roxy's Lady Lounge. You should go and check out how goofy that fucking bitch is in real time. But see, because Art gets to say from the Diddy documentary, Craig Mack's ex-wife, that makes it clickable. I'm Art don't fuck with me. He don't fuck with me ever since I called him out on that Charlie Baltimore bullshit. Where she was sitting there lying, talking about she was the first lady in Big's life, even over Kim. Get the fuck out of here.
mm,
He been on his I don't fuck with Jag mission ever since he fucking lost clicks and views off of that shit. Fucking Tiffany's still running around talking about if she ever see me again, she gonna do this, she gonna do that. Bitch, you ain't gonna do shit but sit there and beg Ja Rule for another opportunity to get on stage. Hopefully he don't get jumped no more. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of distraction, it's a lot of hoopla, it's a lot of talk, it's a lot of craziness. But once again, we come back to this documentary. Like I said, it was excellently put together. I told you that from the jump, didn't I?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
done impeccably well. That's the problem with it. It was done too well. It left out too many things.
So can you speak on Curtis Jackson? 50 Cent said that this is the first one. He
I'm
said that
sure.
there's
I'm
hundreds
sure.
of hours of more footage.
I'm sure there was hundreds of hours of shit that was confiscated from all of Diddy's homes in that HSI raid that never made it to the trial. I wonder where it made it to.
Here we go.
Oops. I wonder where it made it to.
They're like, yeah, who keeps that? Like all the terabytes of data, just
I mean, people are just magically getting footage from Diddy's own videographer. Hmm.
well, it's
I
safe to
wonder
say
what
this,
else.
the story's not over. It seems like
The story isn't over. I agree. Like that's the thing. The story's not even being told. Because in order to tell the actual whole story, you would have to include everyone that is involved. But no, this is about saving the industry and blaming it all on Diddy. Saving the industry and blaming it all on Diddy. Okay, Diddy's going to jail. He's going to do his time. I don't know if he's. I don't know what that appeal is looking like right now. Because see, the one thing that all of this documentary shit is doing is definitely fucking up his possibility for an appeal to get out early, especially with the judge and them and the appeal board having to look at the footage of him sitting there with Mark Agnifilo, pretty much working on how to fix the trial.
and for him to be watching the feds watching him,
Yeah, filming the feds watching,
filming.
and directing. We need cutaway shots. Like, come on. You want to know who else ain't talking right now? Diddy's lawyers. They ain't talking at all. Ain't none of them talking. Ain't none of them talk since this fucking documentary came out. It's funny because they was sitting there talking about Madison Square Garden and its comeback and all of this shit. They quiet as fuck right now. Why? The truth is, they should all be under review by the bar associations that they're registered to. All of their licenses should be up for termination. With the shit that we saw in that documentary, with the way Mark Agnifilo was sitting there talking about filing lawsuits, filing fake lawsuits, creating all kinds of hoopla. That shit was on film.
Yeah,
Lawyers ain't supposed to be talking that shit.
yeah, those are strategies that you're not supposed to actually see.
Strategies? That
Hey,
shit is against the law.
basically.
It's against the fucking law. That's why that black lawyer that left said, I cannot sit here and represent this. I can't represent this dude with the kind of shit that they doing. He wasn't interested in putting his motherfucking license on the line. But you get a weirdo, one the so-called survivor like Nicole Westmoreland, who's willing to get on the stand and cry for Diddy after she been ran through by what, Cash Money Records
Maybe Young Money.
for $2 million with a million and a half bonus for this, that, and the third. I think she ended up pulling away, walking away with just under 5 million for that trial. I mean, shoot. At least she get paid by some rap shit. She ain't really get paid for her own crime against her when she got tatted up and banged up and tagged up in patchwork in a bathroom there. Like,
30 games.
that's what happened.
And let me ask you, Jack, as far as Diddy going out to the people doing that, while he was filming himself, he met up with Jim Jones. He shook a lot of hands, hugged a lot of people. Then he got back in the car, said he need to sanitize himself and take a hot peroxide bath. Is he a man of the people?
You want to know what's funny? What was funny to me about that is that people were so surprised. What's really pathetic about that is that people were surprised.
Mm.
See, that's the problem with fame. People are just enamored by it. I wonder how all those people who were taking selfies with him in that documentary feel about their little moment that they had with Diddy after seeing that he thinks they're all fucking pieces of shits that are beneath him and their germs is all over him. I wonder how they feel. And what's funny is, like, when I think about it, they probably don't even give a shit because they're happy that they're in a documentary.
Real life.